Alright, another video on the custom Humvee top. The C-pillar is coming along nicely. I got the angles tack welded up so I can set it in position. These are just tack welded in here right now because I wanted to ensure that the angles are going to be right, but basically it was a 10-foot long, approximately 10-foot long piece of 2-inch by 4-inch aluminum that's a 1/4 inch thick. I did my first bend here that coincides with this bend on the top, and then I got my angle of the top from the top here to here, and that is the second bend. And as you can see, it follows right down. It's a hair over on this side. Should be able to work with that. And if we go to the other side, bear with me as I walk around. The other side's right on the money, so my measurements came out pretty good. I'm very happy with that. Now I decided to set it up as a vertical pillar that's essentially going to be a 90-degree, as opposed to the factory ones that angle in. And I decided to do that because honestly it was going to be more difficult to have something angle in but then have to have a straight top. It was just a lot of angles to worry about, and I'm completely content with this. It's going to be very easy for me to make a filler piece like this that will secure to the pillar and come out on the inside. That's gonna fill up this area here. That's gonna be no problem. And then I'm gonna build another piece that's gonna be welded to here, that's gonna come across and fill in that whole area. So it'll all be filled in just fine. That won't be any issue at all. Then I'm also going to make a support plate out of 1/4 inch aluminum that's going to be welded to the bottom of this, so that I don't know exactly what dimensions I'm going to use, but it's essentially going to come out and it's going to secure, because this is a thick part of the body right here. This part is pretty flimsy, but this part here is thick, so it's going to come out and secure to that. And I might have it set up so it comes out here, and I also might put a small additional brace that comes down like this. Nothing big, just something small, just to give it a little bit more support from any directional rotation. I think a little piece coming out here will help out with that a lot. Now the height here from here to the top here was, I wrote it down up here, it was 36 3/4. Right now I'm at 37. I did not want to overcut my first cut here, because This was longer. This was about 3 to 4 inches longer, and I knew it was going to be longer, and I wanted it to be longer to give me room to play with. So I did my first cut as a pretty close guesstimate with the hopes that I wasn't going to overcut it, and I didn't. So now I'll be removing, it's at 37, so I have a 1/4 inch I need to remove, and then also a 1/4 inch to compensate for the plate that's going to go between the body and here that'll be welded on. So basically I'm going to remove another 1/2 inch from here, and when I remove that 1/2 inch, it should be at the 36 1/4 exact, which is going to be what that height is, and it should be level enough for my needs. The T-tops are coming along good. Once I get the C-pillar done and mounted, I'll really be able to get rolling on this, and I'll be able to make the T-tops for the passenger seats. Once I have the T-tops for the passenger seats, I'm going to be really happy about that, and I'll basically feel good being able to just get back to driving around a little bit here and there until I make the back section. Because it's not too cold where I'm at, so I just don't have any worries about that. And the way it's going to be designed, if you haven't watched the other videos, it's going to be designed so that I can easily incorporate a variety of different tops. So the first top I'm going to make, well, I should say that I incorporate a variety of different back ends. So the first top I'm going to make is going to be the traditional top that just goes straight down. And it's also going to be set up so that I can make and attach a slant back to this C-pillar. And it's also going to be set up so that I can make and attach a wagon top. And I'm doing this in a way that the pieces are, most of the time you see like a wagon top or a slant back, it's just one big heavy piece that takes up a lot of space. I'm not going to do it like that. It's going to be set up in a way so that it's going to be pieces 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and they all rivet nut together, so I can put bolts in there and secure it in. Like for example, the wagon, you'll have a piece of the wagon that goes to this back end. You'll have a piece of the wagon that goes here, and they'll bolt together just like the way this is bolted in here, so I can remove that. This is bolted together here, so I can remove that. And then obviously with the T-tops are going to be a relatively fast secure system, so I can quickly unsecure and remove the T-tops. So it's going to be like a jigsaw puzzle, and I want it that way so it doesn't take up as much space for storage, and so that one person can easily remove or install everything without anyone else's help. So that is where I'm at. I have been baiting, just extra info that you may or may not care about. This piece of aluminum had been sitting at the metal shop in the scrap bin for several weeks, and I wasn't sure if it was going to be the right piece to use or right piece to go with. Thankfully, I finally decided this would be the simplest and best way to make it, so when I went back, luckily it was still there. I have our console here coming along. I'm probably gonna remake this out of aluminum. There's also gonna be another one that goes back a little ways. It's gonna be shorter for storage. And I'm gonna be mounting some brackets on here for a light bar here, and then there's gonna be a separate light bar. It's gonna be two separate light bars, because the 53-inch they don't cover enough space. If you get two of the 31-inch or so, basically covers the whole half the windshield, so you got a lot wider of a light bar. But that's where I'm at. That's how it's coming along. Looking forward to any questions or comments you may have, or links to what you've done. I like to see what everybody else does. I watch a lot of videos of other people, and a lot of other videos give me a lot of inspiration on how to get things done. So that's what this is all about, trying to help each other out. Probably going to get some, thinking about running 39s. It's the 37s on here now. I would love to get, this is just extra talk I'm doing here. I would love to get a 17-inch two-piece wheel that has the inner and outer bead lock that I can run a run flat with as well. But the 17-inch wheels, there's only a few people making them, and they're real expensive. And I just can't justify throwing the money down for that right now. So I hate to say I'm stuck with these, because these are nice. I like these. They're not bad, but I sure would like the two-piece wheels. Then of course I have the rock sliders I made. These are 1/4-inch steel. I'd really like to make some underbelly protection. I don't know if I want to go with steel just because of the amount of weight. So I haven't figured out what I'm going to do with it yet. There's a possibility I might take these off and remake them out of aluminum, and then do a 1/4-inch aluminum belly pan, like I think the H1 Alphas, they had a belly pan that went across the whole body from here to here. They're very expensive if you try and buy them, but now that I'm getting good at welding aluminum, and I got a place that sells it for a good scrap price, I might go that route. I don't know yet. Give me your opinions on that as well. Alright, that's it for now. Look out for the next video.